All right, guys, definitely one of those situations where do not give up on a build so early. This is definitely one of the situations where I almost gave up on this probably 3 times. Actually, this was a build where I even left and went to go get dinner, and I was gone for maybe 2 hours, and the whole time I thought about just coming back and scrapping it. But that little bit of time away kind of got me looking. I kind of looking into some more, like, what can I do to fix the roof piece. That was probably my biggest turnoff of this whole build. By the time you guys see it, it's totally different from what you'll see in the cinematics to what you end up seeing here on the speed part. But yeah, the roof was killing me. I envy so much, like, Mask Bandit and, you know, all those guys that just redline, that always just kill their roof pieces, fishermen. And I always end up having to hide different sections and, you know, just really just trying to make something happen with the roof. And a lot of times there are a lot of buildings that you guys haven't ended up seeing just because the roof came out complete trash. But this is one of those times where I think I really brought it together, really did a good job with the extra layering. Anything I can do to just mitigate my roof damage that I place on buildings, the better. This is basically, take this build right here as like a gift shop, almost den of antiquity. I know you guys know I go back to this story a lot, but I love the story of, like, just think of like an adventurer, like maybe he's based in Morocco, you know, or some kind of exotic, you know, maybe African type place. And out of all of, once as he's on his travels and his adventures, he acquires different things and he brings them back to his shop. And, you know, some are put on display that'll never be for sale. Some of his things are for sale. And that is a story that I tend to come back to when I'm designing. And for some reason, like, in my brain, it just clicks. Ideas just really flow when I think of it as like a main base for an adventurer. And I've always just been kind of intrigued by that idea. Oh, and I have to give a big shout out right there. This absolutely would not be possible without, well, wouldn't actually, the interior definitely would not look like it does. Let me make sure I pronounce the name right here. As far as your, he or she may not have a weird name, but let me check my notes here just to double check before I tell you either way. But I love these shop displays and these little t-shirt stands. Let's see, this was by our friend Moving Target. Yes, so it wasn't a real weird name. Moving Target. I love these shop display, kind of like our little t-shirt stands and shelves, and where we've got our little knickknacks and all that. I just thought that was so stinking cool. I know I would not have been able to pull off an interior like we were able to, and I'll show you in the cinematics in the slowed down section, because even a lot of that has changed from what the time lapse ended up being. And as a matter of fact, just, you know, full transparency, when I came back from dinner, the hour and a half, 2 hours later, I didn't record the speed build of me fixing my mistake. So, you know, you'll see it in the cinematic and in the real time, but I think you guys will appreciate it, and I think you'll definitely go and probably pick it up on the workshop. And I think another thing too, what was my other piece here that is Mr. Domez usually is always incredible with the realistic pieces and just kind of really helping you tell that story. Where is that piece here? I'm just kind of looking for it real quick to make sure I'm giving a proper shout out. But you might have seen me place it. It's like the little stand. He actually did a really cool set of dumpsters as well. And I'll tell you what he calls it actually on the workshop. It is Mr. Domez. Let's see, what does he actually call those? Newspaper / magazine stand. So if you go to his workshop, it's MRDOMEZ''S. You will just be you'll be floored with the realism. And everything from the buses to the wheelie bins to the mailboxes to graffiti font. That guy never ceases to amaze me. Big member over on Bro Nation, and it's really been cool. I haven't really hung out with those guys in a while, but when I was really kind of hot and heavy with them on Pine Creek Zoo, it was one of those deals where what I do now, it was such a transformative type of experience, kind of immersing myself in their knowledge and their talent pool over there, and just kind of watching and learning from different realistic standpoints over there, that I'm really able to carry it over even into more my side of things, which you guys know me for, fantasy. Hyper fantasy, no budget, type builds and creations. But it was almost like I spent a realism boot camp over there. Really, really immersed myself in their techniques. And John and Mike set up a section of their Discord called Share and Critique. So if you're not on there, definitely reach out to one of them, or Ruble Trillions, and try to get you an invite to over there. But they've got a section called Share and Critique, and you post screenshots on it, and you ask everybody for feedback. How can I make this more realistic? Would you see this in an actual zoo setting? Would you see this in an interior gift shop setting? How is this lighting? Is this too much shelving for this small of space? And all kinds of incredible designers are there that just really, like I said, help push you and guide your designs. And to this day, what was Pine Creek, months and months ago, maybe almost 6 months ago, I'd say, we finished it up. I thought we finished it up like before the whole lockdowns and the pandemic and all that. So it's definitely been a while. I want to say we posted the last video of Pine Creek in February. So needless to say, I haven't really messed around over there very, very much in probably 5 months. And I'm still to this day using techniques, even as, like I said, even as far as this little gift shop goes. Just trying different things and different, pointers that they've given me. Ricey, she, a lot of her realistic work, font work. It was just really, really cool experience, and it's definitely something that I kind of carry with me now, even in these, even with these smaller type of Planet Zoo builds, which has kind of been kind of fun. It's kind of getting me back into the game. I know a lot of us are waiting on DLC, still haven't heard anything. I'm hoping maybe this coming up week could be an interesting week. We are rolling up on August 3rd, so I don't know. I don't want to get your guys' hopes up because I don't have any information. I don't have any emails. The only thing we can go off of is another DLC slot ended up posting up on the Steam database section. I think there was some confusion on Twitter. Even Rudy and them were like, that's just a regular update, and Delady Signer was like, no, that's just an update. And I'm like, guys, remember, this section on the Steam database is exclusively downloadable content, not updates like that. Like, if you look on there, the only thing on there is Arctic, South American, the deluxe edition. It's like that type of stuff. The regular updates, those don't get posted there. That is for paid downloadable content, and now there are 2 of them that what the webpage calls unknown Steam database content packs, basically. So those are going to be DLCs, and if you go back whenever they officially get released, those will change from unknown app to Australia pack or Oceania pack, you know, whatever they end up doing, that's what that'll change into. That, I think they're mistaken when they think that is just a regular update that's getting ready to come out. They don't post those there. So what I'm talking about is the exclusive DLC page. So yeah, not regular just update 2.8.5. Those don't post there. That is straight up for new DLC that hasn't been released yet or announced yet. So definitely we'll keep our eye on that page and just kind of see what the update page as well. A lot of work going on there. I even saw yesterday they must have been uploading different things because all throughout the day you saw different final dev trunks and builds, and you know, I'm sure that is testing going on. That's Frontier sending stuff to Steam that will make its way into the game. So, and then of course it's all locked. Of course, you know, we can't see what they're adding to the game. But the devs are definitely in there messing around, so that's exciting to me. And so hopefully now that August is here, we will get a little bit of news. I know definitely on the other front of games, we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator to look forward to. In like 16 days, it comes out on August 18th. I was telling you all, the first thing I want to do is like fly from Knoxville to Walt Disney World, and I want to see how well the 3D the textures and how well they did the castle and the Epcot ball, and we'll fly over Hollywood Studios, you know, because it all utilizes Bing Maps. We'll fly over Animal Kingdom, see if we can do a flyby of the Tree of Life. So definitely get subscribed up if you want to come back and take a look at that. And then of course too, we'll cover any Planet Zoo news we have. It feels better right now to not be in a drought anymore. Even with kind of working on these like little one-off builds has effectively ended my little kind of like my stalemate drought, if you will. And has kind of got me excited to get back in here and just do these little one-off builds for you guys. But anyways, let's go ahead. We will jump into the cinematic real quick and then into the real time, and I'll kind of show you guys what all transpired from this this roof mess that I have here that I almost scrapped that you guys never would have seen. And I'm totally glad I didn't, because I think you guys will really like this gift shop. It's not one, it's, you know, it's, I haven't actually placed an actual working shop inside it, so I'll leave that up to you guys if you want to place one in there, or if you want this to totally just be a facade. It's totally up to you. You could put one back there in the little storage area that I built and maybe get rid of that door and bring the actual shop right there. You know, to actually get the guests to walk back in there. I think you could have some fun with that. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in and we will take a look at this in real time. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay guys, so this is kind of what the finished product turned out, and kind of what a little break got me, a little 2-hour break kind of let me refocus, recenter, and kind of save this project essentially. So I don't even really have a name for the actual shop. Sometimes I don't even get that far into it. I don't want to kind of, sometimes I worry I don't want it to be like too corny or cheesy. Maybe we'll figure out a name for it, but right now it's just the gift shop. That's what I decided to build. So this is kind of like your main little entrance area, kind of like just open air concept coming in here. And yeah, it's really, really small, you know, not a whole lot going on. You know, we've got your shirts and your little knickknacks, towels, pillows, you know, all that type of stuff, pillowcases, stickers, and you've got your, like, see, once you kind of make your way in, the same way you make your way out, but this is like what I imagine would be the checkout counter. So I didn't look on the workshop if anybody's made any cool computers or anything yet, or monitors, but I would probably, maybe before I finish this up, before I actually put it on the workshop, I'll see if anybody's done a computer monitor, just to kind of, you know, spruce up the front desk a little bit. And then, of course, one of the biggest things that I wanted to make happen was the artwork and the statues above the shelving. Just so it, you know, just to kind of bring a little more character, a little more story to the interior environment in here. And you guys know I am absolutely atrocious at interiors. So this is kind of a you know, this is kind of a pretty decent attempt for me, I'd think. As far as me just kind of usually staying away from that. Normally, like, this would be closed off with a real door. I wouldn't actually put a window right there. And yeah, that's kind of how we would leave it. But this time I kind of just, you know, said, let's just give it a try, see what we can make happen. And the workshop pieces that I was able to find definitely made that more of a reality, instead of closing this up as just a you know, a complete facade. So just really, really thankful how that worked out. Got the little Indian towers here. The Indian pieces and the South American pieces played a huge role in bringing the storytelling to life on this build. I figured over here, just to give this side of the building a little more character, you've got like a little staff stairs that maybe lead up to some top storage. And if you actually look in here, if you come inside the building, we actually have a little backstage storage area. So behind the shelves and stuff, I figure if you guys wanted to change this, maybe even make it like a little break room or something, you could. And that's like this over here is just a little staff door, you know, employee only type of thing. Really, really love how the window came out. Like, as far as, I think it'd be cool to like be in here and just watch people walk by, or people like looking to see, oh, what are they selling in there? And this kind of like the broken up glass pieces, I think just worked out really, really well. It was looking a little blank in here, so bringing in these plants, kind of bringing up height matching with the cabinets, I think just looks perfect, and catching that a lot of sunshine as they come in as well. Exterior, really, really important, because, you know, it's kind of what draws people in. You know, they're not going to care about what's on the inside if the outside looks just like a little crappy tent. So that is kind of, you know, we kind of went a little crazy with it, but I think this would fit really well. I'm going to try to find a place in Sullana for it, but I think it would look really awesome just as a corner building, you know, as the guests kind of maybe make their way down through here and turn the corner. Also have like a little sidewalk set up. That's what I've kind of been trying to do with a lot of my builds lately. It seems like the sidewalk just adds that little bit of pop that you know, sometimes I can miss in these builds. The towers back here, as well as the big bronze rhinoceros head, just add that leveling and that you know, kind of like that that structural pull that kind of pulls the eyes kind of up towards the roof, and makes the smaller space inside, makes it seem a little more grand out here, you know, just really brings that vertical presence. As far as the storytelling goes with this. The back side, still a little plain Jane. I put some planters in over here. laid some rock work down, got some windows up with some awning, but this would definitely be more of your backstage type facing, as far as you know, kind of presenting this to your pathways or, you know, places in your parks. Obviously, this is the money shot right here. Got a couple little just kind of like little faux roofs, you know, building supports right there. Thought added a little more character to that area. And then, like we said, of course, you get in here to all the little shops or the little cabinets and shopping, all the shopping you want to do in there. And but yeah, got the little decorations set up out here. Kind of breaks up just a, you know, like a blam, just big window right there. I think that's important to kind of not expose so much glass and kind of you know, let the pieces do the work for you. And just these little African bells and these you know, little chords, I think work perfect in toning down the glass right there. I think differentiating the roof pieces right here, kind of like with the copper, the metal kind of piece roof right here, I think that works out really well. Gives it that pop of color. At one point, actually, I had this roof matching this, and totally didn't look right. It was too much aqua. What do they call? I don't know if they call it. Do they call it patina? I don't remember what they call it. Like when copper becomes, you know, oxidized, or like when it stays out in the elements so long. You guys have to give me a heads up on what I forget what they call that, but that was too much up there. So the wooden shingles from the kind of like the Arctic pack, I think work out perfect. And yeah, they just kind of it all just kind of pops. Got you some windows kind of up in that kind of up in the top loft area. And yeah, guys, I'm just really happy that we're kind of pumping out these builds here lately. Let's what we'll do is let me show you guys, if you're kind of newer, our last two builds. Let me go to my blueprints. Where is our little? I just named that blueprint Yo. Where? Here we go. So we've got the jungle station that we just did not too long ago. Plop that down. So we got our jungle station, kind of like one of our newer builds. Raft station, safari truck station, that's what I think I'll use it for. And then now I've also got you guys a little gift shop with an interior that I'm usually not known for adding in. So you've got that, you've got your riverboat station. We are just rolling along with these little one-off builds, but you guys seem to like it, so I think we'll just, you know, yeah, we'll just keep rolling with it, see what you guys think. See what you guys think about the gift shop. And yeah, don't forget to smash that like button if you end up enjoying this video or want to see more of these one-off builds. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think down below. And yeah, guys, I guess I'll go ahead and jump on out of here and leave you to it. Go check this out on the workshop for me and rate it. And yep, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you. See ya.